a lot of people are interested to know that I was adopted from China by Asian parents. And that whole experience has made me realize that white people are scared of adoption. Like, whenever I tell y'all I'm adopted, you guys are like, oh my God, you are so strong. Thank you for telling me that, such personal information. And I'm like, listen, I was born in a country with the second largest population and a one-child policy. I am not special, okay? There are millions of girls like me who had to spend the first year of their life in an orphanage, okay? And I was one of the lucky ones because unlike those girls, I wasn't raised by white parents. I don't have to sit at a dinner table across from people that don't look like me and talk about things like Patrick Mahomes. The only thing about being adopted means that my parents in 2001 were deemed financially stable enough to have a kid, officially, by a notary. Now, the thing that I am proud of is that I was, I just graduated from college. That's something that I'm like, that's something that I controlled, you know? I graduated a year ago, but I still say that because I want the applause. The scattered applause that I just got. In college, I know I look like I could be the dean of the poli-sci department, but I was in fact a student only a year ago. And, dating was kind of hard for me, as you can imagine. People, for some reason, always assumed that I was some sort of lesbian or something. And I had to clarify to them all the time, I'm like, listen, I'm not a lesbian. I just like to dress like a real estate agent. I mean, like, I do drive a Subaru, but, like, that doesn't mean anything. I did go kind of through, like, a wild phase. I was dating 2 guys at once. Woo! Yeah, there we go. For some reason, all the guys that were attracted to me happened to be South Asian. So I was dating a international student from India and an international student from Pakistan. Ooh. Yeah, you didn't need to be a history major to know the geopolitical power of my pussy. So I was like starting to get them confused. I was like, oh shoot. And not a good look for me as a Chinese person, getting people confused, you know? But honestly, I had to give it to them. I'm like, listen, like, who wouldn't want to date this, okay? And I think they were attracted to me because they wanted to help breed like the master superhuman race. Like, our kids, they were going to dominate those robotics competitions and the spelling bees. But yeah, I was getting them confused. It wasn't a good look for me. And so I finally was like, Corinna, you got to make a decision. And so I did what anyone would do in that situation. I had them play a cricket match over me. I studied abroad in London. That was kind of the highlight of my college experience. Dated around there a little bit. You know how in England they drive on the left side of the road, right? It turns out there also guys will try to finger you before they even kiss you. Yeah. Wow. They do things different across the pond, especially when they're trying to get in your pond. Yeah. Now, I'm very close with my parents. I'm also a single child. I'm like a severe only child. And I look like my mom, even though I'm not biologically related to her. And that's mainly because she makes me get the same haircut and clothing as her. So she was either super narcissistic or she was being hunted and using me as her body double. I mean, we look so similar that from behind, like, we have like the same like circumcised shadow. I don't know if you see that. I don't have a shadow today, but it's a very like aggressive mushroom shape. And so like whenever my dad like wants to do something, like he comes up to her in the kitchen, he has to do like a Google 2-step verification. I'm sure it's not anything. No, I love my parents. I love my dad. He's such a sweet Asian dude. Like he's a sweet, like cute little old Asian guy. And he seems to be learning English by watching TV, which is something, you know, a lot of people do. And he'll watch game shows and he'll call me and he'll just say things like, Daily double! Spin the wheel! And think it's important for you to know that my dad was born and raised in America. On top of that, he has a PhD in literature. You guys have been great. Thank you.